And today, we're talking about the global surging energy prices, which many of you have probably noticed when looking at your monthly bills. From heating or cooling our homes to cooking our food and making the products we buy, energy, it is at the heart of everything we do. And when prices rise, we all pay for it.
The electricity bill, it's unbelievable. I used to pay about €70 per month, and now I'm paying about €200.
At home, I try to put the washing machine and the dishwasher like in weekends because it's half price, not half price, but cheaper. And also at night after 12. And also we put 2 sweaters instead of 1.
Europe has been particularly hard hit. Take a look at this. The wholesale price of gas on the continent cost 10 times more in December than at the beginning of 2021. The big question many around the world are asking, what's behind this surge? Why all of a sudden these much higher prices? Well, here's our consumer affairs expert to explain.
There are lots of reasons for the big squeeze that we've all been feeling with gas prices. The first factors are to do with the weather. So last winter, particularly in Europe, it was very cold. That meant we used a lot more of the gas reserves that are stored up in different countries. Then there wasn't much wind over the summer, so we were still depending on those stored gas reserves, running them down even further. The next factor has been about supply. So as the coronavirus pandemic has eased, more people have returned to work, demand has gone through the roof again, and particularly in Asia and China, there's a lot more demand for gas, and that puts pressure on supply. And the third reason is those geopolitical factors. Russia in particular, very unwilling to supply any extra gas beyond what they're contracted for, even though there is real demand for it. That's causing problems across the market and meaning we're all paying more for gas.
Businesses, well, they're also seeing costs skyrocket. Take a listen to what just a few are saying.
So we've had 3 price increases. We've been forced to put our prices up 3 times.
I've been working for Pilkington for 30 odd years, never known anything like it at all. And the impact is literally millions of pounds a month.
I've been in this business 29 years and I've never experienced this. Not the sustained price increases. I don't see an end to it at the minute.
In the long term, the prices won't change, and there'll be this kind of idea that because we've dealt with them in this current situation, we'll suddenly be normalised to the idea that that's okay to keep those prices the same. We might have to change our prices.
Policymakers, well, they are scrambling, trying to ease the burden. The French government, they have laid out plans to limit bills hiking to 4% this year, forcing the state energy giant EDF to take a $9.5 billion hit. In Germany, well, it's reduced the amount consumers are paying to support renewable energy investment by more than 40%. And here in the UK, energy suppliers are in discussions with the government about subsidies to reduce those soaring prices. And, you know, there's another factor to consider. The world, it is transitioning from fossil fuels to renewable energy. And that costs money. You know, many countries are paying for it through surcharges on fuel bills, like I mentioned in Germany. And it's an incredibly costly switch.
Yeah, so to transition all energy worldwide for all purposes, that's electricity, transportation, buildings, and industry, entirely to clean renewable energy, namely wind, water, and solar power and storage, providing electricity for all these energy sectors, it would cost on the order of $62 trillion up front worldwide. But that will eliminate global warming, air pollution worldwide, 7 million deaths per year, and provide energy security for decades to centuries to come.
But that $62 trillion is an investment in the future. Mark says going green will actually work out cheaper in the long run.
Right now, we pay about $12 trillion per year for fossil fuels worldwide for all energy purposes. And that's expected to go up to about $18 trillion per year by 2050. However, if we transition all energy to wind, water, and solar, that energy cost per year goes down to about $7 trillion per year because electricity powered by wind, water, solar is much more efficient than internal combustion with fossil fuels.